In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, shine. You need to know. Shine. Anything you want to be.
It is Saturday, the 26th of August, 2023, and we greet you well wherever in the world you are listening to us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, here to tell you that it's a wet Saturday morning. The National Meteorological Service is advising that an induced trough, and always remember that word trough, T-R-O-U-G-H, in relation to weather. It usually speaks to some kind of unstable weather situation, weather condition, in terms of clouding, showers, etc., etc. So bear that in mind. So it's an induced trough, which means something caused it, possibly another system or another feature within the area triggered the trough. So that is the situation right now, an induced trough across Jamaica and the Central Caribbean. So the trough usually denotes some kind of bad weather, as some people call it, in terms of clouding and rain or thunderstorms. But this trough induced by, so here's what triggered it. This trough induced by Tropical Storm Franklin. So Tropical Storm Franklin is the culprit to be blamed for this induced trough. This trough induced by Tropical Storm Franklin is expected to linger across the region for the next few days till Franklin moves further away and into the Atlantic. The forecast for the rest of this morning: cloudy with isolated thunderstorms and showers, especially across southeastern and sections of northern parishes. This afternoon and evening, mostly cloudy with scattered showers and thunderstorms, especially across central and eastern parishes. Tonight, isolated showers and thunderstorms across southern and northeastern parishes. As far as the 3-day forecast goes, tomorrow, Sunday, will become mostly cloudy in the morning with isolated showers and thunderstorms, mainly across northern and southeastern parishes. Afternoon showers and thunderstorms, especially across eastern and central parishes. Lingering nighttime isolated thunderstorms as well for Sunday. Monday, mostly cloudy with isolated morning showers and thunderstorms across southern and northeastern parishes. Afternoon showers and thunderstorms, especially across western parishes. Tuesday, mostly cloudy morning, cloudy afternoon with showers and thunderstorms, mainly across central and western parishes. And the current regional weather feature being monitored is Tropical Storm Franklin. That's the current regional weather system that is being monitored, Tropical Storm Franklin, which is located about 565 kilometers east northeast of Grand Turk Island in the Turks and Caicos Islands. That's the weather situation where we are. How's it where you are? Where in the world are you? And what's the weather like? Where in the world are you? And what is the weather like? Feel free to share that information with us as well. We're live on Facebook via the Dervan Malcolm Facebook page. We're on YouTube via the Dervan Malcolm YouTube channel. And you can always message us on WhatsApp or send us your text messages, 876-365-3346, 876-365-3346. Welcome to those of you who are joining us as we speak. Thank you very much for making it the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online here on Power 106 FM. Let's also give you an idea of some of the stories in the news right now here in Jamaica. We're going to turn the virtual pages of the e-Gleaner and tell you what we have found. On the front page of today's Gleaner, there's a list of which the Gleaner has been doing, a list of Jamaicans in action today at the World Championships. So the shot put featuring Daniel Thomas Dodd started at 3:25 this morning, Jamaica time, the qualification round. At 12:42 this afternoon, Jamaica time, which is Eastern Standard Time. Then that means without daylight saving time. So at 12:42 Eastern Standard Time this afternoon, the men's 4x4 relay. At 12:55, it will be time for the women's 4x4 relay. At 1:15 this afternoon, Eastern Standard Time, the women's shot put. I would imagine that's the final. And 2:40 in the afternoon, the men's 4x1, to be followed by the women's equivalent at 2:53 this afternoon. So we continue to wish our athletes well. And I think, let's see, It's My Baby. That's a story on the front page. And it's a picture of, well, first of all, it's a picture of Sherika Jackson being held by the mascot at the World Championships. And Jackson decimates field to nestle back-to-back world champs 200-meter title is the caption. And there's a picture of her as well with hands, I almost said wings, by virtue of how she positions with the flag, or she's positioned with the flag. So it's all about Sherika Jackson on the front page. Turning the pages, abandoned child becomes pep star. What a story this is. And there's a picture of Janetta Rodney giving her adopted son, Giovanni Bernard, a congratulatory kiss after he was awarded a scholarship from Jamaica Energy Partners Group for his performance in the primary exit profile tests earlier this year. Benjamin urges teachers to pay more attention to their wealth management. National Mathematics Coordinator Dr. Tamika Benjamin is encouraging teachers to work towards becoming more financially literate this year and to use that power to boost their earnings. Hudson's eyes getting better. National 200-meter champion Andrew Hudson is happy and looking on the brighter side after being involved in a freak accident that could have ruined his eyesight and chances of competing in the World Championships final. Yesterday, the Jamaican finished 8th in the men's 200-meter final in 20.40 seconds in his first World Championship final after getting a medical exemption. He had been rewarded a spot in the final on appeal by the Jamaican management team following a collision with the athlete's shuttle car and another in a bizarre incident on the way to the stadium, which caused glass to get into his eyes. Oh no. The shuttle cars are used to transport athletes to the competition area. Medical staff worked overtime to get much of the splinter from Hudson's eyes, but he had to undergo an uncomfortable period, especially while running in the semifinal round. How bizarre. What are the chances of that happening to the average athlete? Oh, well, we wish Hudson well. Campbell facing 2 more defamation suits. That's another story in today's Gleaner. 2 more defamation claims have been filed against People's National Party, PNP General Secretary Dr. Dayton Campbell over comments made last month while riling up supporters in Clarendon. Attorneys for St. Thomas Western Member of Parliament MP James Robertson and former MP for St. Anne Northwestern Othniel Lawrence filed the claims on August 16 in the Civil Division of the Supreme Court. The 2 men are being represented by the same law firm, Alexander Williams and Company. Also in the Gleaner today, St. Andrew man dies in crash days after arriving in Cayman. The community of Mount Ogle in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew, will tell you about in just a moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
15 minutes past 6 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 7:15 a.m. in New York, New York.
Starting Monday, September 4, your favorite nighttime talk show, Dear Pastor, will air at a new time, 9 to 11 p.m., Monday to Thursday. Join Reverend Dr. Aaron Dumas as he answers your questions and entertains conversations on a range of issues. Spice up your evening with Dear Pastor right here on Power 106 FM, Monday to Thursday from 9 to 11 p.m. Starting Monday, September 4, it's nighttime talk radio at its best right here on Power 106 FM.
Tune into Farm Talk every second and third Tuesday of each month at 6:18 a.m. for the feature Hyper Food Independence. Hyper Food Independence will focus on solutions for farmers, such as land, animal husbandry, agronomy, and more. That's Hyper Food Independence every second and third Tuesday from 6:18 to 6:30 a.m. during Farm Talk, only on Power 106 FM. Hyper Food Independence is sponsored by Hypro.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm as we take you through the pages of the Gleaner today, and this very, very tragic story. St. Andrew man dies in crash days after arriving in Cayman. The community of Mount Ogle in Lawrence Tavern, St. Andrew, was plunged into mourning this week after news emerged that one of their own died in an accident in the Cayman Islands on Wednesday. The deceased is 39-year-old Errol Simpson, otherwise known as Shark. Simpson, who left Jamaica a week ago, is reportedly Cayman Islands' seventh road fatality since the start of the year. His friend and former schoolmate, Kiva Kuri, told the Gleaner that Simpson would be sadly missed. In a release sent to the Gleaner, the Royal Cayman Islands Police Service said that shortly before 11:20 p.m. on Wednesday, officers responded to a report of a fatal single-vehicle collision along Esteli Tibet's highway, just north of the Butterfield roundabout, involving a white Toyota Mark X. It was reported that the vehicle was traveling southbound when it left the roadway and collided with a fence. The Royal Cayman Islands Police Service did not name the deceased. The police say emergency services attended the location and two occupants of the vehicle were transported to the Cayman Islands Hospital for treatment. The Royal Cayman Islands Police Service said another male occupant was taken into custody and had been granted bail while the inquiry continues. That's quite tragic. Condolences to the family of the deceased. Also in the Gleaner, Mackenzie reveals plans to build water shops, fix roads in Clarendon North Central. The Good Heart section features a back-to-school fair. The Hendersons host Back-to-School Fair is the title. And Dave and Jennifer Henderson are the ones who hosted a back-to-school treat in Pleasant Hill, St. Mary. Well, our children need all the help and support they can get. Unicycle continues uniform appeal. That's another story. Dance attire added to list of donations. Diversifying their charitable offerings in their 6th year, Unicycle is moving to service students who dance with the requisite attire this year. The school uniform recycling initiative collects gently used uniforms and redistributes them to students in need, free of charge. Again, our students need all the support they can get. London gets ready for Notting Hill Carnival weekend is another story, and this is on the diaspora page of today's Gleaner, and there's a picture of the merriment that takes place at Notting Hill Carnival. Below that, late civil rights activist Harry Belafonte awarded key to the city of New York. And there's a picture of persons gathered for a quick photo with a symbolic key to the city and official proclamation posthumously awarded to civil rights activist and entertainer Harry Belafonte by New York City Mayor Eric Adams. The proclamation and the key both prominently displayed. A horrible, horrific mistake. Florida school officials apologize for assembly singling out Black students about low test scores. Florida district officials apologized Thursday for an elementary school assembly in which Black students were singled out for a presentation on low test scores. Teachers really did that? Who did that? That is most unfortunate. The letter of the day: explore to acquire tangible skills after CSEC. Guyana and Jamaica's inseparable history, another letter to the editor. Rule of law on trial in the United States, and the editorial over the moon with India. Men, Mind, and Matter is the caption of Tony Dale's column this week, while Ronald Sanders, guest columnist, is looking at stopping the spread of political assassinations and gang violence. There's a pictorial on page A6 of some of our athletes, our outstanding champions. The international pages feature one image, one face, one American moment: the Donald Trump mugshot. And the Gleaner is advertising 3 for 2 summer sale as far as the Star is concerned. And there is a full page ad. Someone here heavily tattooed. Oh, this is Chris Brown. Chris Brown and friends live in Jamaica. And the promotion is on. Tickets on sale, etc. In the sports section, best series I have had in my career. So says Shanika Ricketts. Wilson exploring legal options following criticism by Tracy. Yeah, we really can't accommodate any tracing right now in Jamaican terms. No tracing. We need unity in any team that is representing Jamaica, not tracing. Seville Strong 4x100 meter has potential for something special. We look forward to that. Lots more pictures of athletes and spectators. Jamaicans aggrieved over medal ceremony placement. And there's a picture of Jamaicans who journeyed from Jamaica to Budapest, Hungary. Manchester St. Mary to contest Kingston Wharves under-15 final. There are the usual cartoons and word puzzles, etc. And the usual entertainment pages and the social pages and the Government of Jamaica procurement pages. So that's what's in the Gleaner today. And you know, we usually give you a little time to wake up, right? So we usually also just run through some of the major fundraisers and events in the diaspora. So by the time 7 o'clock rolls around, you're wide awake. Anyway, we still have some early birds, and we haven't abandoned the early interview segments. It's just a function of the dynamics in terms of who is available or not available at a particular time of the morning. And you know, this is Saturday morning when people turn the cover or the covers or the sheet once they remember that, hey, I don't have work today. Anyway, let's move on and greet those of you who are already on board, like what's his name? Just saw the message. All right, we'll look out for it. Velta Wilson says, good morning, Mr. Malcolm and members of the diaspora. Good morning. Diana McIntyre Pike says, good morning, Sir Dervan from Mandeville, and asking everyone to pray for our country, which is plagued with crime all over the island, especially with robbery and domestic violence. Angela in Toronto, Canada says, "Good morning, all." This is odd. Angela is one of those listeners who like to sleep in late, especially on a day like today. What is she doing up at this time? We need to investigate that one. Need to investigate Angela on that one. It's just a little strange for her at this time. Anyway, let's continue with more on the Jamaican Diaspora live online here on Power 106 FM. Let's take a look at happenings in the diaspora community this weekend and beyond. There's a big thank you from the organizers of the Jamaica Independence Gala, which took place in New York. And so that's the thank you. And then we're being told that members of the diaspora can still donate to the cause at the Jamaica Independence Gala, New York. We are committed to supporting important charitable causes that make a difference in our community. This year, our focus is on scholarships for tertiary education. We aim to provide a minimum of 30 scholarships. We also seek to provide support to 3 community development projects. Also in the news in the diaspora, the 2023 Manhattan Power 100. President of Borough of Manhattan Community College, Dr. Anthony Monroe, named among the borough's 100 most influential political players. Anthony Monroe has injected the Borough of Manhattan Community College with his commitment to equal education since taking the reins as president in 2020. He launched the college's Race, Equity, and Inclusion Steering Committee and created the President's Fund for Excellence and Innovation, both of which have strengthened student engagement efforts and the school's resolve in its anti-racist academic efforts. The school has partnered with Baruch College to guarantee enrollment for students transferring into Baruch's Zicklin School of Business if certain academic requirements are met. Let's now take the break and come back.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
6:30 in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 4:30 a.m. in Los Angeles, California.
Power 106 FM, the digital sound, now reaching you in more ways. Listen to us on 106.1 to 106.9 on the FM band. You can also listen to us on the Power 106 FM app, which you can download on the Google Play Store or the App Store. Plus, listen to us on onespotmedia.com and the One Spot Media app, or log on to go-jamaica.com. Power 106 FM, where all views can contend, giving you powerful talk radio in so many ways, on air and online. In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. You need to know.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and we're doing what we've been doing now for a little while, which is to give our listeners, especially those in the diaspora and those right here at home, an idea of some of the activities, events, and happenings in the diaspora, especially those that have implications, positive implications for our people right here in Jamaica. So we gave you a brief look at what's happening in New York. Now we are looking at Canada, and there's an adult literacy focus group that will be sharing how the Jamaican Canadian Association can create a program that helps those in need. So that is being worked on, adult literacy focus group. And for those looking to explore Jamaica, there is an attraction packaged with that name, Explore Jamaica. So you get to go to the Cockpit Country in Trelawney, and you visit Accompong Town Organic Farm Tour, poolside parties and barbecues, live reggae music, breakfast and dinner included. And you also get to go to Ocho Rios and visit places like Dunn's River Falls, shopping in Ocho Rios, Marcus Garvey Library, Fire Outdoor Jacuzzi, and Louise Bennett Memorial. Now, today is a big day for the Glenmuir High School Alumni Toronto chapter, Glenmuir at 65, hosted by Dwight Barrelman Ross. It's scheduled for St. Peter and Paul Banquet Hall, 231 Milner Avenue in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada. Doors open at 6 o'clock this evening. Tickets, 100 Canadian dollars per person, and featuring the award-winning Latoya Mullings. Music by DJ Mark Anthony, the crowd pleaser, we're told. So that's the Glenmuir High School Alumni Toronto chapter presenting Glenmuir at 65 dinner dance. And do go out and support the event. It is a fundraiser which will benefit Glenmuir High School, the students of Glenmuir High School. Break Free Family Center inviting all to their picnic fundraiser. Food and drinks, fun and games, music, 50-50 draw, raffle, prizes, and more. And this is scheduled for Centennial Park on today, the 26th of August, from 11 o'clock this morning to 7 o'clock in the evening. And if you want to find the Jamaicans, you'll have to check picnic area number 7, picnic area 7, at 256 Centennial Park Road in Etobicoke on M9C5H1. Coming up, the Alliance of Jamaican Alumni Associations in Canada hosting their annual virtual walk and talk. And this happens today. In fact, for today, what they're having is the wrap-up and cookout, at Cedar Grove Community Center, which is located at 7667 14th Avenue in Markham, Ontario, Canada. And the Zoom ID is 854-5746-3919, 854-5746-3919, and the passcode is 199462, 199462. And DJ Marcus Oja will be providing music. And then there is Jamaica Day, Jamaica Day is scheduled for today, the 26th of August. It's a food and music festival featuring Sanchez, celebrating 50 years of Third World. Well, let's take them one at a time. Today is Jamaica Day, which is a food and music festival featuring Sanchez. Also happening at Jamaica Day Food and Music Festival, celebrating 50 years of Third World, and that takes place tomorrow. So today it's Jamaica Day Food and Festival featuring Sanchez. Tomorrow, the 27th, it's celebrating 50 years of Third World. And this will be at the Brampton Sports Park, 7575 Kennedy Road, Brampton, north of Derry Road, south of Steeles Avenue. And for those who purchased their tickets in advance, they spent $34.99. Those who purchased their tickets between the 1st of August and the 20th of August, they paid $44.99. Children 6 and under, free. Children 6 and under, free age, and this is 7 through 12. VIP, $170. And they have very good support from Caribbean Airlines, Jamaica Tourist Board, JN Bank, JN Money, etc. So very good support. Still on Jamaica Day, it's a lot happening. In fact, I think this list is quite exhaustive, but they have the list of places where you can get your tickets. In Brampton, Mississauga, Malton, Toronto, Scarborough, and well, no more early bird tickets at this stage. And quite a number of performers and presenters. Dr. K. Morris, Wire, Big, somebody who is named Big, TikTok sensations Davil and Freddie, and win a trip to Jamaica, compliments of Caribbean Airlines. So this is especially for those who are attending Jamaica Day today. Gates open at 1 this afternoon, Eastern Standard Time. And the event ends at 10 o'clock tonight. Let's see. This one here is a production. OMG, the stage play, free for high school students. And this is on Thursday, the 7th of September at 7 in the evening at Yorkwoods Theatre, 1785 Finch Avenue West, North York. The United Achievers Club 39th Annual Scholarship and Recognition Awards will be held on Saturday, the 16th of September from 6 in the evening until midnight at Loafers Lake Recreation Center Auditorium, 30 Loafers Lake Lane in Brampton, Ontario. Dr. Rhonda McEwen, President and Vice Chancellor, Victoria University in the University of Toronto. MC Charles Matthews Jr. of CMJ Entertainment. Also coming up, the Everyday Women's 2023 Conference, Friday the 15th of September, Saturday the 16th, and Sunday the 17th. Change seems to be the theme. The Kingston College Old Boys Association Toronto chapter presents Fortis 5K Walk, Run, Ride, Pledge 2023. And this is set for Saturday, the 16th of September. Location, Chingwakauzi Park in Brampton. And registration 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. Walk, run, ride 10 a.m. to 12 noon. And free barbecue 12 to 4 in the afternoon. The Caribbean Canadian Seniors Brunch is also scheduled. This one is coming up. We're not seeing. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's Sunday. It's Sunday, September 17th. Sunday, the 17th of September. Doors open at 1 in the afternoon. Brunch from 2 to 5. Adults 40 Canadian, children under 12 25. Sponsor a senior for $40. That's the Caribbean Canadian Seniors Brunch. Here's another one. You can save the date. Regional Jamaica Diaspora Conference, Canada. And this is scheduled for the 23rd of September. The conference includes keynote from Minister, Government of Jamaica, virtual sessions, question and answers, breakout sessions, action plans, networking. It's free to attend. There will be online streaming. It will be interactive. Registration details are coming soon, we're told. And we'll see how that goes. That's the Regional Jamaica Diaspora Conference, Canada, scheduled for the 23rd of September. The 21st annual scholarship program of the Jamaican Canadian Association awards ceremony will take place on Saturday, the 23rd of September. And then there's the Meadowbrook High School Alumni Ontario chapter presenting Autumn Gala, Meadowbrook High School's 65th Blue Sapphire anniversary. And the doors will open at 6:30 in the evening. Dinner starts at 7 p.m. Saturday, September 30. Contribution, $90 Canadian. And it will be held at the Woodbine Banquet Hall. More in a moment.
You're listening to Pearl 106 FM. The time is now
6:45 in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 8:45 a.m. in Hamilton, Bermuda.
Tune into Farm Talk every second and third Tuesday of each month at 6:18 a.m. for the feature Hyper Food Independence. Hyper Food Independence will focus on solutions for farmers, such as land, animal husbandry, agronomy, and more. That's Hyper Food Independence every second and third Tuesday from 6:18 to 6:30 a.m. during Farm Talk, only on Power 106 FM. Hyper Food Independence is sponsored by Hyper.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and to be fair to the others who are hosting fundraisers and other events, can we just complete giving you the information on a couple more of these events before we get into the interviews coming up. But so Meadowbrook High Alumni Ontario chapter will be hosting their autumn gala, the Meadowbrook High School's 65th Blue Sapphire anniversary. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Dinner starts at 7 p.m. Saturday, September 30th. Contribution $90. Music by DJ Corey. Live performance by J Harmony. And this will take place at Woodbine Banquet Hall, 30 Vice Regent Boulevard in Etobicoke, Ontario, Canada. Brandon Hill Alumni Association, Clarendon, Jamaica, will be hosting their 13th annual fundraising dinner, comedy show, and dance, Saturday, the 30th of September, featuring Jamaica's Sammy Davis Jr., Mr. Chris Hales, MC and entertainer, Jimmy Reed, Mr. Soul Man, and Marcia Brown of Marcia Brown Productions with Real Jamaican Comedy. And this will be held at St. Nadella Banquet Hall, 485 Bailey Street, Ajax, Ontario, southwest corner of Bailey Street and Westney Road. Dinner contributions must be received 7 days in advance. Tickets, 100 Canadian dollars. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. Dinner served from 7:30 to 9 p.m. No serving after 9 p.m. Formal attire. There will be a cash bar as well. And there's a charming picture here of the beneficiaries of the proceeds from this fundraiser. These students, well put together, uniforms well put together. And the proceeds from the fundraiser we just mentioned will assist ongoing support of 2 gifted students of, well, it says here, Clarendon College, and also $70,000 CAD kitchen renovation. Okay. So that's where those funds are going. And the Cornwall College Alumni Association Canada chapter presenting their 46th anniversary dinner and a dance featuring Lukey D. And this takes place Saturday the 30th, once and for all. I beg your pardon, I had to deal with that mosquito. Saturday, right, so that's Saturday the 30th of September at St. Peter and Paul Banquet Hall, 231 Milner Avenue. And the admission is $100 per person, pre-sold tickets only. And we also have one here, Essence of Mind Outreach Stimulus, the 10th fundraising gala, October 7, 2023. And you can save the date from now. Also save the date for the St. Hugh's High School Alumni Association, their fall dance party with DJ Marcus Auja. And that's Saturday, the 14th of October at 9 o'clock in the night, 1158 Arrowwood Drive, Mississauga, Ontario. And there will be complimentary refreshments, tickets $40. And there is the Nubian Business Expo, 2-day event in Woodbine. The events include seminars, workshops, financial management, grant application, pop-up business opportunities, bringing 500 to 1,000 businesses and people under one roof. And so save this date. Now, where is the date? Where is the date? No, for sure, it will be at Woodbine Banquet Hall, 30 Vice Regent Boulevard in Etobicoke. Just searching the flyer for the date. But the good thing is there's a little time. Oh, okay, here we go. It's October 15 and 16. The 15th and 16th of October. The Nubian Business Expo Inc. It's a 2-day event in Woodbine. The International Jonkono Festival of Tourism and Culture 2023 is scheduled for the 24th to the 29th of October, and all are invited to take part. The Alpha Academy Alumni Association Toronto chapter presenting an afternoon delight Saturday, October 28th, 3 to 7 p.m. featuring Tony Anthony, live music, door prizes, light meal at St. Peter and Paul Banquet Hall, 231 Milner Avenue, Scarborough, Ontario. And there's the Jamaica Ex-Soldiers Association, the Jamaica Ex-Soldiers Association annual 29th annual fundraising banquet and bursary awards. They're mix and mingle, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m., dinner 7 to 10. And this is Saturday, November 4th at Woodbine Banquet and Convention Center, 30 Vice Regent Boulevard in Toronto. And all things being well, we're scheduled to be in Canada that weekend. Not for this event, though, not for the Ex-Soldiers Association event, but for the annual fundraiser of Jaja Foundation, Jamaicans Abroad, helping Jamaicans at home. And before that, we hope to be in Canada as well for the weekend of the 23rd of September. That's the Diaspora Conference Canada coming up. So there's a lot to come, and we're going to leave it there for now. Let's leave it there for now and thank the team in Toronto, Canada, and the team in Canada in general for sharing a lot of the information that we have been able to announce here. Thank you very much. The Jamaica Organization of New Jersey will be hosting its awards gala tonight. Thank you very much, Lester Hines, for the reminder. Lester Hines generally writes most of the stories coming out of the diaspora, not least of all in New York and surrounding areas. So he has sent us a reminder that the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey will be hosting its awards gala tonight. The organization is celebrating 25 years, and awardees include Oliver Samuels. Funny, was it a week ago? We were in Florida with Oliver Samuels because he was the featured guest for the Magotty High School Alumni Southern Region, or if you prefer, Florida chapter. So it's a busy season for Oliver Samuels. Well, as usual, he brought the house down with his very witty remarks and comments. Right, so the Jamaica Organization of New Jersey hosting their awards gala tonight. The organization is celebrating 25 years, and awardees include Oliver Samuels, Richie Stevens, Congresswoman Yvette Clarke, Dr. Robert Clark, guest speaker Ambassador Audrey Marks, that's Jamaica's ambassador in Washington, D.C., Jamaica's ambassador to the United States. And I keep forgetting her second title. She's the Jamaica's representative for one of those groupings of countries within the region that escapes me at the moment. So those are just some of the many, many events happening in Canada. Here's Ren Mendez. He says, I think he's a bit disoriented because he's telling us good afternoon and it's morning. He says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm, from sunny Royal. Oh, I can see why he's saying good afternoon. From sunny Royal. Now, I don't know if in the UK they say Leamington or Leamington. I would personally say Leamington. Leamington. Hold on, this is another one. Excuse me. Got him. Sorry. Right. So he says, good afternoon, Mr. Malcolm, from sunny Royal Leamington or Leamington Spa in Warwickshire, UK. Greetings from the King. I came in on the back of your heels August 1st. Had a few rainy days in England, but the weather has been very good. Spent a week in the south of France where we had no rain. Catch you on the other side of the pond, early September. Ren. Thank you very much, Ren, for your message. Norman Wright is in touch with us as well. He's tuned in. Good morning to you, Norman Wright. He says, I am in the airspace, gathering information being shared. Continue to excel, my brother. Thank you very much, Norman Wright. There's more after the break.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
7 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon in London, UK.
Starting Monday, September 4, your favorite nighttime talk show, Dear Pastor, will air at a new time, 9 to 11 p.m., Monday to Thursday. Join Reverend Dr. Aaron Dumas as he answers your questions and entertains conversations on a range of issues. Spice up your evening with Dear Pastor right here on Power 106 FM, Monday to Thursday from 9 to 11 p.m. Starting Monday, September 4, it's nighttime talk radio at its best right here on Power 106 FM. There's a retirement crisis in Jamaica, with only approximately 10% of the working population saving towards retirement. Many people do not participate in a formal pension plan, such as contract workers and the self-employed, and some are not eligible for a government pension. Every member of the workforce has the opportunity to participate in a pension plan and secure a monthly income for their retirement. Join Real Business every Monday at 9:30 a.m. for an informative discussion with Peter Rose Hall, Managing Director of BPM Financial, discussing the importance of retirement planning and the solutions to move Jamaica out of this crisis. Retirement Wealth Creation is brought to you by BPM Financial Limited, taking you higher. In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. We see a message here from Karen Rowe on YouTube. She says, good morning and happy Sabbath to you, Mr. Malcolm, and listeners. Good morning and happy Sabbath to you too, Karen Rowe. Thank you very much for your message. All the very best. Earlier on, we were jokingly saying that, well, we were expressing surprise that Angela in Toronto, Canada, tuned in so early, but she says no need to investigate the 1 hour difference. So I guess because they're 1 hour ahead of us, that makes it more manageable for her. We get the point, Angela. Thank you very much, and all the very best. Continuing now with more on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. You know, we like the updates, right? From time to time, just to check in to make sure things are going according to plan. And if they're not, then we also use the opportunity to get more information in that regard. And so we're going to get an update now from Angelia Christian, the founder of the Angel Foundation. It's almost back to school time, or it's almost time for the start of the 2023-24 academic year. And Angelia Christian of the Angel Foundation spends a lot of time focusing on our children and education in particular, and the creation of IT suites, information technology suites, etc. But there are issues from time to time. And so we're going to get an update right now and hear how things are going. So here's Angelia Christian, the founder of the Angel Foundation, UKJA. Hi, Angel. How are you?
Hi, Dervan. Good morning. I'm fine. I'm doing great. I'm okay. Yeah.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online for an update on the work that you're doing. After all, we're getting closer and closer to the start of the 2023-24 academic year, and wanted to see how things were going for the students, for example, at Greater Portmore High School. That's one of the institutions you've been seeking to partner with and organizing the setup of an IT suite.
Well, Dervan, the computers, monitors, new chairs, everything is ready. But as you know, you have been working with the Angel Foundation over 8 years. And normally when I approach a school and said I'm going to do something, I deliver. So there's some challenge with the Trenchtown Primary School at the moment, but I've got some supporters from Greater Park who runs their own charity, who's going to be supporting with building the desk for Trenchtown Primary School, because the principal has been having some challenges. Where Greater Portmore is concerned, a lady did donated the materials. I received picture of building work, so I replied back to the principal. I sent a letter about 2 weeks ago and said, look, I compliment the building work, but my part of the deal is seeing the desk built, because we do not send computers and furniture to store. So normally, the several schools and principals I've worked in Jamaica, before I even ship the computer room which they have created, they have built the desk and everything is ready. And you know, with this set of computers and monitors, it's not like I get them free. I have to pay for them because they're fairly new. And the National Education Trust have did their part already. They have prepared the waiver. They have accepted the letter. I've been trying to contact the principal, Principal Rocky. He's not returning my calls. I've sent messages, he's not returning my calls. It's costing us £70 a week to store the computers because they're on the pallet. Transport Chip does sponsor the shipment, but I have to pay for storage. They're on the pallet, and I haven't heard anything from Principal Ross. Nothing. He's not returning my calls. So that's where I am now. And if I don't hear from him from the end of when he go back, they said he was on holiday for weeks, but the Trenchtown primary principal, I have been speaking to her. She's in Canada. She's due back sometime for when school started. But I haven't heard anything from Principal Ross. I have sent him an email stating that I'm paying storage for the 2 pallets, and I need to know where we reach, because they send a picture of building works, and I'm not going to send the computers and everything to be stored. Because when they build the desk, Dervan, once I see the desk building the school as a part of the deal, then when the computer reach, I know they're going there. I'm not saying it's not going to happen, but I mean, they're working very slow. So we are going to put where school is concerned at the moment. I don't know because he's not returning my call. He's the head of the shipping. I was calling him last week, all week, to say, okay, then the shipment's going to leave this Friday gone. What date was Friday? What date was yesterday?
The 25th.
25th?
Yes.
25th, yes. I've been calling him the whole week. I also called the principal of Trenton and said, look, I cannot send the shipping unless I speak with the principal because once the shipping leaves, it's that next Friday. They give me a bill of lading, in which case I have to email to him and then he has to email it to the National Irrigation Trust. He's not responding to my calls. I did speak with the regional director from that area, which she said by the end of the evening, this was Tuesday, she will get back to me. It's a possibility that all the principals have got 2 weeks off work, so she will get back to me at the end of the evening. I haven't heard from her since. She's probably busy. I haven't heard anything. I have not heard anything. And if I don't hear from the principal by the second week in September, I just have to donate it somewhere else. And then when the IT suite is ready with the Portmore High School, then we can go ahead for the next project. But if I don't hear anything from him, because I can't keep paying for storage, he's not responding. The shipment was supposed to leave Friday. I spoke with the Corner Regional. I called her up. She spoke with me. I said to her, look, the shipment's supposed to leave Friday, and I need to know where it's going. She said it could be stored at the Ministry of Education. They've got a vault. But I said to her, it's 70 boxes. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's 70 boxes. So the monitors them are in single. 30 of the monitors are in single boxes. 34. So you've got 34, and then you've got the base, the bases. Because the bases are small, 15 of them is in 3 boxes. And then you've got the other bases. So we have got 67 boxes on 2 pallets. So I haven't heard anything from him.
Oh dear.
But I'm not worried about it. If I don't hear anything from him by the second week when school calls, then we just have to make other plans. And then when their IT suite is ready, then we can move forward. But I can't keep paying £72 a week for storage. I can't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's serious. So this is going to be your final.
This is supposed to be the project 2023. I've got 2 schools already. There's the primary school in St. Thomas and another primary school in Trelawney, which they are actually finished building their IT suite. They are nearly done. And I only speak with them this year. I've been speaking with the principal from Greater Portmore from last year, October. I visited the school. Trenchtown Primary School, I did visit. She was having some challenges, and I've decided to get some help for Trenchtown Primary School because I was the one who went and looked for that school, I was the one who approached that school. So I have found a volunteer carpenter, and I found a volunteer electrician. We are going to be having a meeting on Wednesday with the principal, to see, for them to go down and measure the rooms and everything like that. So where the project is concerned, it is still going ahead because I'm giving that support. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And so once you have finished this project, is it that you're going to look to take on another, or you?
Yes, it's the primary school and the other primary school. Let me tell you what's the name in Trelawney. Just give me a second. Let me tell you the name of the primary school. I'm speaking with the principal already.
Mm-hmm.
It's 1 minute.
All right. While you do that, let's remind our listeners this is.
It's Watford in primary school. Watford in primary school. I think it's Anova. Anova Trelawney. I can't remember. Watford in primary school, which I think is in Anova.
Oh, okay.
And Dervan Primary School, which is in St. Thomas. Dervan Primary School, I was approached by my sponsors, Chancellor Ship. He used to sponsor one of the men here, a great man in the community in Nottingham,
yes.
But he died. And he used to support St. Thomas School. So Liz Oldershaw said she would like to support Dervan Primary School by building some IT suites. Well, we have actually just got donated 6 computers for Dervan. I even text the principal to ask him if it's okay that I can put 6 chairs, 6 new computers, 6 new monitors on the shipping. Have to wait when it's coming. He hasn't responded back neither. He hasn't responded. He has not responded. I had texted him. I said, look, I've got all the primary school. Somebody has come forward and sponsor the monitor, the base, the computers. So from the company where I bought those monitors, we're buying 6 more. Lift all the shelves, getting the chairs and all the accessories. So I texted him and said, look, I'm going to add another one to the list. So therefore, when he comes back, we can send an email to the National Education Trust that this is going to be added to it. He hasn't come back to me neither. I haven't heard anything from him. So we said, okay, if anything, we will send that separate. But if I don't hear anything from the principal by next week, then I just have to use it for the other schools. He's not interested, I suppose. He's not interested. That's what I'm thinking. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's a pity. That's a real pity.
Yeah, that's a pity. What can I do? I was the one who went to him. Remember, he didn't come to me. I went to him. So that's the case. But my heart was on Trenchtown Primary School, and the principal, she's been having some challenges to get a new desk built, and I've decided, look, Great Barriers, a company over here that have she provides home service in Jamaica, and she also provides home service here in the UK, where she have 100 professional staff. And she said, look, Angel, let's get a group together. So she has actually linked me with a charity group from Gregory Park, who actually have their own IT suite where they invite the youngsters to come in and do their homework and everything like that. So straight away when he sent me the picture, he knows exactly what I need for the Trenchtown Primary School. So he's gonna come back to me now and see if he can even get the timbers that I need free, so I don't have to pay for it. And they're gonna build the desk for Trenchtown Primary School. So I would say that project is on its way. Yeah.
Okay.
The principal answers me all the time. She's in Canada, but whenever time I call her, she answers the phone. She speaks to me. She communicates with me. There's no communication with the principal and me from Great Northern Portmore High School. Maybe I'm too fast. I'm too enthusiastic. They are more slow motion. It's not that they're not going to do it, but they want to do it in their own time. And me, once you agree for something, I don't throw things over here for them to get hold. So straight away when the event was going on for the 29th of July, straight away my sponsor, Great Foods UK.
Sorry, one moment, Angel, one moment.
Healthy habits start with washing your hands several times per day with soap and water. If soap and water are not available, use Benjamin's hand sanitizer and rubbing alcohol. The time by Benjamin's is
15 minutes past 7 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 8:15 p.m. in Beijing, China.
Tune in to Farm Talk every second and third Tuesday of each month at 6:18 a.m. for the feature Hyper Food Independence. Hyper Food Independence will focus on solutions for farmers, such as land, animal husbandry, agronomy, and more. That's Hyper Food Independence every second and third Tuesday from 6:18 to 6:30 a.m. during Farm Talk, only on Power 106 FM. Hyper Food Independence is sponsored by Hyper.
anywhere in the world on your tablet, smartphone, or personal computer. Download the app now and keep up to date with your favorite local programs on TVJ. Check us out at onespotmedia.com. Follow us on Instagram, facebook.com/onespotmedia, and subscribe now. onespotmedia.com. Wherever you go, in tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora. Wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, you shine.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. And we have as our guest at this time the founder of the Angel Foundation UK, J.A. Angelia Christian, who is never backward in coming forward, and always ready to help and prepared to identify opportunities and jump at them immediately. She's not one of those who sits and waits and allows things to drag out. In fact, she doesn't like that. If something needs to be done, she wants to get it done as soon as possible. And that's how it is in the first world, isn't it? No doubt. Right. So, Angel, going to the break, can you just pick up where you left off?
That's how it is, Dervan. He's not responding to me. You know what I mean? That's how it is. When I went for remember the Lawrence Tavern and over, I met Dr. Catherine Chupi, who is the acting executive, and she said to me she had a school. This was like October 2018. And I went and I met the principal at the new Stony Technical High School. And straight away, and within 6 months, the event went, and I remember Dr. Castro Chupi coming over as our guest speaker, and like this, the computers were shipped, and then I came over, me with the students and the teachers, set up the computer room, and then we had the handing over ceremony. You know what I mean? And the rural areas like Leading, Mount Pleasant, they call it, what's the name of that school what I did up in Portland? The Mount Pleasant Primary School, Leach Primary School, the Lawrence Tavern, Primary School. The moment the principal, they were ready. You know what I mean? And we went there and they discussed about building a next room where someone supposed to have said that they would support them with the building work. But they're sending the pictures of building work, building in new windows and a new room, which is fantastic. But I have done my shipping, so I said to them, why not send me pictures of the decks? Why not building the decks? You understand what I mean? So if they're doing all their building works and it's taking so long, that means, you know what I mean by it? I don't know. You know, I don't want to send my computers anywhere. I got the money from my sponsors, BM Group, Transbank Ship, Great Food UK. And I send them all the invoices from whatever, all the computers, so they've got invoices. I keep them up to date with everything and let them know what I'm doing. I don't hide anything from my sponsors, so it's deliver. You know, so all I can say, I did speak with the Corner Original from that area, from Portmore area. She said she will go in to find out what's going on and she will get back to me at the end of the day. This was Tuesday. So if she had get back to me, the shipment would have left Friday, yesterday. She didn't get back to me, and she said they were on holidays. I didn't want to keep phoning. Why should I keep phoning? I also texted him and said, look, so I need to speak to you, and is it possible I can have more computers for the Dervan primary school? And he didn't respond either. So that means he's not interested. He's not interested. I think he's busy. He's busy. He's not interested. It's the first time I'm working with a principal who doesn't respond back to me. You know, I mean, we do have our challenges and we might have our cross, but he doesn't communicate with me. Even before, it's not even since it happened. He doesn't communicate much. You know, he doesn't communicate. I mean, I've asked you to call him and he has called and he didn't return back to call to you. So he's a person like this. He probably doesn't go to his phone. I don't want to make a bad assumption, but he's not communicating. He's not communicating at all. So yeah.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
So if I don't hear anything by next week, Trenchtown Primary School and these other primary schools, I admire the job what is being done somewhere in I think where is Gregory Talk?
That's in Portmore, St. Catherine.
Somewhere in St. Catherine. They're doing a good job. They don't say anything, the computers can go to them, and then when Portmore is ready, you know, then okay, but I can't keep on playing storage and have them packing up. They need to be set up for the children to use them because normally by now I'll be coming for the handing over ceremony. But for the Trenchtown Primary School, I've got a volunteer from Jamaica and a carpenter and electrician, and they've gone now to find the timber, do everything that I asked, and we're having a meeting, and I've given them the principal's number. They have asked for it to correspond with the principal. So once she's in school next week, they will go ahead and build the desk for Trenchtown Primary School. But where Greater Portmore is now stand, I don't know. And I'm not going to phone them anymore, and I'm not going to email them anymore. And that's it.
Yes.
Yeah. That's where it is. It's fine.
Right. So once...
You know, I try to tell them that I work very fast. You know how fast we work. We don't, prolong and prolong. And Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's really unfortunate because it's one thing. It's one thing to to do something on your own. It's another thing for you to be offered assistance, support, resources, and
I
and your response is not positive.
don't forget that Miss Faith Downey, I also send the materials to them. She paid for the materials and sent to Greater Brooklyn High School, so they had that assistance. I had invoices them from her. So they had the assistance, so they got the materials, but they're concentrating on building, making room. So I said to them, I need my part of the deal also, so I want to see the big setup, because I don't want to send the computers to the store, and I guess it doesn't like me, you know, I'm not dominant, it's just that, you know, I've got the computers and I need them to go.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to see where they're setting up.
Yeah.
That's how I've been working for this is 9 years since I started working with the school. That's how I have been working.
And about how many IT suites have you set up now?
Let me see. Present meeting, present. You've gone in technical. Let's go five schools. Is it five? Going in technical. Present. 3 meeting. Yes, five.
Mm-hmm.
So that just started in it. That was 7 years,
Yes.
so five. It's doing the transactions when you go and you meet.
And as far as you're aware, how have the institutions been functioning? What have things been like since they received support from the Angel Foundation?
Very well. The challenge we're having right now, that beautiful IT suite room in Spring Hill Primary School on the top of the hill in St. Anne, they still haven't received Wi-Fi as yet, the last time I spoke with the principal. So hopefully when the kids go back to school next week, they were in the area working to set up the Wi-Fi, you know, from the government, I think. Yes. So most likely when they go back into school now, I'm only open for it because I haven't spoken with the principal since for the Wi-Fi. But Bensington Primary School, 6 schools, Bensington Primary School up in Bensington District, way over in the mountain. They have Wi-Fi and they have, I forgot the name, what the schools enter into. Stony Hill 2 enter into something, and the students got high marks. So they're doing quite well. Mount Pleasant Primary School up in Portland, they're doing quite well. I do speak with the principal, and they are doing very, very well with the computers, and the children have been progressing in whatever they are doing on the computers. Yes, they're doing well.
And you have over the years, I think, managed to get the support apart from your sponsors of also support from those who perhaps you met at some point and started a conversation with, and then they express their commitment to supporting. So
I mean, I have met a few business people, yes. I mean, even a couple of weeks ago, this lady, I was on a group, and straight away she called me. She was actually in the hospital, and she said, Angel, I want to donate. And I didn't take her seriously. I mean, straight away she donated £200. You know what I mean? We got the Dental Association, we got Jamaica Inspired, we got another company, Beverly Heat. Her husband was a big painter over here. She has built some school up in St. Thomas. I forgot the name of the school right now. So they have been really, really supporting. And every time I call up and help, they've been supporting. You know, the National Education Trust, I had to work with them this year. They have everything ready, the waiver ready. They have everything on the list. Everything is ready. But they've got the list, you know, because the National Education Trust, you have to put everything what is on the list, what you ship in, explain to them how many pallets. So everything is ready. The National Education Trust had worked well with me this year, you know, preparing for the shipment. So it's not like I have to go down that road again. Everything is ready. It's just more to say, well, yes, sure. You understand?
yeah.
Everything is ready. Everything is ready. The National Education Trust, the HR staff, they've been working really well with me.
Because this is the thing, you don't normally have issues when you need to bring in educational material because of the long established tried, tested, and proven relationship that you've had with the Education Trust.
Yes, correct. They were willing me. I normally ship to Ministry of Education, but this time they said no. You have to go through the National Education Trust, and they've been brilliant. You know, there was new forms that I didn't know before, so it means putting all items what I'm shipping on a form, going through the process for them to get the waiver ready. And everything is ready. They have emailed me back with that they have accepted the waiver. When it comes in, it's ready. They said once it comes in, I have to email them, you know what I mean, and the principal email them, and then the principal, I think, would have to go up through the process to pick up the waiver to go. So everything is, they have done all the paperwork already. Everything is ready. It's no problem.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the principal not answering his phone. I guess I am working too fast, or maybe he's busy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But when I spoke with the corner region director, she said that they were on holiday, but probably he's one of those persons when he's on holiday, he doesn't want to be disturbed. So I can understand that. For next week. But Principal Sutherland from Trencham Primary School, I have been communicating with her because she was having challenges, and I said, you know what, my heart is on Trencham Primary School. So I decided, okay, then I will try and find the money to buy the desk and everything. But now I've got a group of volunteers who's going to come forward, an electrician and a carpenter.
Okay.
I had a meeting with them on Thursday, yes. I had a group meeting with them on Thursday. And that was the income from Great Barriers, who provide home care in Jamaica and here in the UK. So I want to thank Great Barriers. She has also actually donated several tablets to me. I brought them new tablets for me also. So yeah, so it's about speaking with people and the business, what they're doing. So look what Great Barriers is, you know, from coming to my event for the first time she has been sent our workers before. But this was our first time, and while coming at the event where you were here on the 29th of July, to work with several tablets. And then I just called up and said, you know, I'm having a challenge with Trenchtown Primary School, and my heart is really on Trenchtown Primary School. So would you be able to see if you could help me with because she's a family person, with a carpenter or electrician. She said, Angel, leave it with me. And she has gone and set up a group. I have spoken with the electrician, and I have spoken with the carpenter. They also run their own homework club in St. Catherine. So yeah.
Right.
So we're Trenchtown Primary School is coming. I know it's going through. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I know it's going through.
Angel,
So,
thank you. Thank you so much for the work that you continue to do. Thanks for the update. We trust
and thank you.
that it will all work out.
And thank you, being Good Being Foundation. Thank you, Grace Food UK, Grace Kennedy Foundation, Port Royal Tetris, and most of our transport ship. You know, transport ship with the Parker and the managers and everybody. Thank you so much. And thank you, Dervan Malcolm. You did a great job on the 29th of July. How was the expo for you? What did you see in it? Can you let me know if I can do better next year? How was it? We had 6 to 7 black businesses and
yes.
my sponsors were there. What did you think about? And you had an interview with the mayor of Haringey also too.
It was.
What did you think about it?
What some of the young people say, it was off the chain.
Oh wow. Okay then, thank you. So you had a great day with new people.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Dervan.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you.
Can you please make contact with me, please?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Thank
Take
you.
care. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dervan. Yeah, bye.
You're welcome. Angelia Christian, the irrepressible Angelia Christian, the determined Angelia Christian, making sure that she fulfills her not promises but commitments. Well done. Oops, look at the time. Let's take the break and come back.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
7:31 in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's just about 4:31 in the morning in Anchorage, Alaska.
Power 106 FM, the digital sound, now reaching you in more ways. Listen to us on 106.1 to 106.9 on the FM band. You can also listen to us on the Power 106 FM app, which you can download on the Google Play Store or the App Store. Plus, listen to us on onespotmedia.com and the One Spot Media app, or log on to go-jamaica.com. Power 106 FM, where all views can contend, giving you powerful talk radio in so many ways, on air and online.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, shine.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and we're just about trying to establish connection with our next guest, who is quite the consummate diasporan, in a manner of speaking. He has served and continues to serve Jamaica and indeed the world. And he continues to travel the world. And we're going to connect in a moment. He is one of the principals for the Fern Forest Eco Village, with the goal of positioning Fern Forest Eco Village as a center of excellence for climate change action. And every summer, they host a camp. And again, we're touching on this subject because we're just about in that lane, so to speak, for school-related matters, especially ahead of the start of the 2023-2024 academic year. So we're anxious to get an update from our guest. And 6FM still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world, and still standing by to connect, standing by. In the meantime, good morning to Violet White. She says, good morning, Dervan. Have a blessed day. Blessings to all the listening audience. Thank you, Violet White. Dr. Trevor Dixon, founder of Jaja Foundation, Jamaicans Abroad, helping Jamaicans at home, emergency medicine physician at Jacobi Medical Center in the Bronx, New York. Dr. Dixon says, good morning from Dr. Trevor Dixon and the entire Jaja Foundation crew, reigning in the Bronx, New York at the Jacobi Medical Center. Thank you for checking in, Dr. Trevor Dixon, and thanks for the weather update as well. And speaking of traveling and journeys, the Jaja Foundation has been busy between New York and New Jersey and the United Arab Emirates, etc. So he has just responded with a few icons, one with a thumbs up, another with a red heart, and the other with the Jamaica flag. Right, so we're almost there in terms of connecting. Thank you for your patience and understanding as we try to connect with our very special guest in this segment. Very well known in Jamaica. And as we said, he has served and continues to serve Jamaica and the world in his line of work. In fact, let's check where in the world he is right now. He's actually in Bermuda right now. So he says, oh, you're very kind. He says, good morning to the gentleman and scholar. You're too kind. Greetings from beautiful Bermuda. Big up our athletes. Big up our people. Big up those youths in the great fern forest who attended Summer Camp 2023. And we want to speak with our guest on these matters when he connects with us in a moment here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. Still streaming live on the Gleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. So, after much fanfare, please welcome our guest. I almost gave him a PhD. Not yet. Mr. Courtney Kristovich, how are you, sir?
I am very well. Very well. Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to have you join us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. And we know you could tell us or teach us a thing or two about diaspora because you've become quite the traveler, haven't you?
I try. That's what they say.
Yes, indeed. So then, Bermuda is also familiar territory for you, isn't it?
Well, actually, we lived in Bermuda between 2007 to 2012. And it was an amazing experience. And then after that, I left work with the International Monetary Fund, took me to Barbados, and I did about 18 countries, working then to Africa, East Africa in particular. And I was there in about 8 countries, Rwanda, Ethiopia, Tanzania, Kenya, etc. And then I'm back in Bermuda after that. We're back in Bermuda.
What is that? What's that feeling like?
Oh, it's amazing, Dervan. It's an amazing feeling to be back in Bermuda. Bermuda was where I started my first work and to travel from Jamaica. So that was the first time I was leaving Jamaica for work, so it was Bermuda. And then to think that I'm at really, I never think to say the closing years of my career, and I'm back in Bermuda, and it's just exciting. I mean, the reception, the welcome, oh, you're back, good to have you back. They're really, really great. And you know what I think too? It's important that when you're at a place and you work, you make sure that you do your best, you leave a good impression, because trust me, they will call you back if the opportunity arrives.
Yes.
So it's important that always, just make sure you do your best, and you excel there, because opportunities can knock again.
Yes, no question about that. You're spot on. And so we are still enamored with that very special place called Fern Forest Eco Village, and we like the fact that you continue along with your fellow volunteers in the development, in seeing to the development of our young people, and hosting camps, and paying focus on the on the environment, etc., etc. So let's back up a bit and find out more about Fern Forest Eco Village. So let's lay that foundation first.
Good. So, Fern Forest Eco Village, we're really a part of the Jamaica Fern Forest Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
We're a foundation set up by my family. And we have been in operation for quite a while, over 10 years maybe. And so we have several offerings in the event. As much as Dervan, we want to kind of almost rebrand the area to call it the Great Fern Forest, because we know the importance of the fern, the importance of Fern Valley, etc. So we have we have built out a very exciting program at the Eco Village. We have a cafe, which we're moving towards getting better established. Fern Forest Cafe, there's the art gallery. I travel a lot. So East Africa, Caribbean, particularly Haiti. So we have a few pieces, those paintings as well as sculpture that we pick out and we have there. We have some Jamaican pieces. There's a coffee shop which we want to launch very soon. One of the things that persons come about is that when they have come to Jamaica, Airbnb, whatever, we have the coffee. We hear so much about you doing mountain coffee, but we can't get it. So that's something that we want to do to fill that niche.
Yes.
There's our Fern Forest camping site and our lodge, and we do rainwater harvesting, solar, system, so it's completely off the grid. So that's about Fern Forest Eco Village. Really trying to reinstate and sustain life in a very environmental friendly, useful way, so that we help in a little way to protect our environment, to protect our people, and leaving a legacy for the next generation.
Yes.
A part of that is the summer camp.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you're going to talk about the summer camp.
Yes.
Annual summer camp.
Yes. And so this how long since you've been having this annual summer camp at the Great Fern Forest?
Well, since 2014, so this year was our 8th renewal. We missed 2 years, which was the COVID years. Of course, it was a lockdown, people couldn't do much. And so we have been doing it for 8 years this year. This year was very special for us because we focused on the theme, let's grow, let's go. And it was between August 8th to 12th.
Sorry, give us that theme again. I missed a little bit, a second or two of it. After the break, please. One moment. Listeners, our very special guest is Courtney Christie Veach, and we're going to talk some more with him in just a moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
14 minutes to 8 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 3:46 p.m. in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.
Dr. Jackie Campbell is on call Wednesday evenings at 8 with Powering Your Health. Powering Your Health is Power 106 FM's flagship program dedicated to health and wellness. Your one-stop show to power a healthy lifestyle. How can we help you to power your health? You can reach the show anytime by calling 876-922-4112-5. You can also send a text or WhatsApp message to 876-279-8598. That's Powering Your Health. Powerful health and wellness discussion and interaction. Listen every Wednesday at 8 p.m. only on Power 106 FM.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, shine. You need to know, shine. Anything you want to be.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. We're happy to be spending a little time here with a senior finance guru, we will say for now, senior finance guru who has served all over the world and is still serving. But he actually is quite close to nature, and that love of nature keeps him grounded literally and figuratively. And he is the magnet behind the great the great fern forest, and representing, of course, the Jamaica Fern Forest Foundation. And a key component is an annual camp in the Great Fern Forest involving young people. And Courtney Christie Beach was about to give us more information in that regard. So it started, as you said, in 2014, and you also mentioned the rich flora and fauna. I mean, from how you continue to describe this place. And so we wanted to know how long, and you said 2014. And so we wanted, and you also mentioned the impact of COVID-19. So you didn't have the camp for a couple of years. And obviously, you've been back with a bang for a little time now. I think just about a year now.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. So how has it been coming back from that dreaded period, as some people would put it?
Okay. So immediately after COVID, we had a gathering. It was a camp, but it was just for the volunteers. We thought that would be useful just to start back with the volunteers. But the volunteers are they feel very part, our experience, camping or activities. So we had a camp for them. And it was more like a giving back to the volunteers. And then this year, we came back. Last year we came back after COVID, and then this year again we got our camp. This was an exciting camp, Dervan.
Yes.
And I started to speak about it. We focus on the theme: let's stop, let's grow, let's go. So like this was a 4-day camp. So on the Tuesday, immediately after our independence celebration, we kicked in with let's stop, and we exposed the kids to planting. Planting scallions. So they created planter boxes. They made planter boxes out of plastic, recycled plastic. And then we taught them how to decorate those. So that was the art part of it. And then we taught them how to plant in those planter boxes. So very interesting. Using the boxes. It was like about those old-time wheat lamp birds, where we had a string that we put in the bottle, and then the string would use a process of like osmosis, where it would that sucks the water out of the container into the thing. So the plant is continuously having some moisture and some water. So that was great. And on Monday as well, we had Meg Phillips. And I could say, we had a family donkey. The name of the donkey is Abraham. And so Meg was able to use the donkey to demonstrate how to care for animals, how to care for the environment. And that was just an awesome session. The kids loved it, and they were to pet Abraham. And of course, Abraham loved it, because Abraham is just a natural,
He's just a natural.
Abraham is natural. He loves to take selfies. He's just amazing, and he just loves the company of the youth.
Yeah.
On the Tuesday, we focus on Let's Grow, and here we look at some of the inhabitants of youth, to grow, what are some of the barriers, some of the challenges young people face, so we talk about like stony ground, just the peer pressure, how to avoid that, the weed even, marijuana, how to avoid that, those things that can prevent your growth. We wanted to ensure that the youth can maximize and understand their full potential. So we identified those barriers. Social media was one of the key ones that we identified as well. Interestingly, Dervan,
Yes.
we also focus on technology, responsible use of social media for young people. That's a very exciting program. We look at cyber security, how they can protect the information, and so on. And AI, it was very interesting. We use AI, artificial intelligence, ChatGPT, to write poems about the Great Fern Forest and so on. So the kids were really immersed in that area. And then the Thursday, the Thursday, we also continued by looking at Let's Grow, some other factors that can push your growth and or inhibit your growth. And we ended on the Friday with Let's Go. So Let's Go now is putting into action all we have learned during the week. So the kids exhibited their craft, their plans, and their concert where they read their AI poems, and they dance and they sang. Really a marvelous way to end the camp. We really are very grateful. You mentioned the sponsors. You mentioned the volunteers.
Yes.
And one of the things I was very delighted this year and every year is to have my girl. My girl. My girl was always with us at the camp. And my girl is Nicola Christovich, my wife, for 20 odd years, 29 years. And so she was there. She actually, as an educator, designed the curriculum for the camp in terms of the program and what we focused on and so on. And then we had a rich wealth of volunteers. This year, we had 3 volunteers from Breadnut Hill, from the community, and total volunteers were 15. So people, Kingston, Portmore, that will come and volunteer for our camp, and we're really grateful, particularly to all our volunteers that helped us. And we had other culturalists coming from, just to talk to the young persons, those are one of our volunteers. We have counselors, trained counselors, educators, healthy lifestyle specialists, and so it is great. IOJ were there with us as well. So it was awesome.
Excellent. So then, in terms of the campers themselves, how did you go about identifying or selecting or choosing or otherwise, I don't want to say rounding up, but just getting, yes, go ahead.
Excellent question, Dervan. Excellent question. We have a good relationship with the community. So there are two particular community workers. One is Beverly. She's from Shaw Park. And so each year to help us to round up the kids in that and the youth in that particular community. There's another lady, Wilma, and she's from Wilmot, and she's from Breadnut Hill, and so she again mobilized the young persons. We do flyers, but then these are the 2 key persons that would help us. They're amazing, and so we had maybe equal split that's there. We have 5 communities that we draw youth from. So this year we have participants from Breadnut Hill, of course, from Shaw Park, Lime Bottom, from Colgate, and Ocho Rios, Harrison Town. It was just wonderful coming together of youth from these particular areas.
And what age range?
Age 8 to 18.
Okay.
8 to 18. This year we had a lot of youth, a lot of 15 to 18, young persons that were there, and they were just so energetic. They had to guide the program and to shape the program. One young man, he's from the community, and he has always been coming to camp, and it's something that we do. So when we see them with the potential, leadership skills and so on, we appoint them, we make them counselors, so they are now volunteers. So there's this guy, Saquon, And he was a counselor this year, was first time being a counselor after being a counselor. So we have some, some history and just trying to empower our young people so that they can take on greater responsibilities and roles.
I don't think we asked you, or I'm not sure how much of it you mentioned, but in terms of locating the Great Fern Forest, can you give us some coordinates for those who perhaps have never heard about the Great Fern Forest before?
No, excellent, Dervan. Before I give you the coordinates, do you mind, could I just mention the persons that have been behind us to support in terms of
Sure, absolutely. We're going to come to that eventually anyway, but go ahead.
Okay, so we have Sandal Foundation, and they have always been supporting the Great Fern Forest and our camp. They have really been providing us with really great support. So we can see that they are our top supporters. For the last 5 years, they've been supporting us. When they're separate, they have been supporting us again for a couple of years, and they supported us this year, with snacks for the kids, drinks for the kids. They CB Chicken. CB Chicken was amazing, so they provide the chicken for the lunch. Devon, this is a free camp. We don't charge the youth for it. There's no cost to them. So our sponsors are so important to make sure that we can do it. So they feed the chicken, and then Digital. Digital came on board this year, and because we're focusing a little on technology and so forth. Last year we had Cable and Wireless. They were on board. This year we have Digital on board, and they provided, some amount of phone cards, etc. For our camp. So really are grateful, and very, very grateful to them. Location of the Great Fern Forest. Yes. This is actually in the heart of Fern Gully. It's in the heart of Fern Gully. If you go online, you see because we are adequately and appropriately pinned. So if you use the GPS, if you go in and search for Fern Forest Eco Village, you will see the location pin, and it will take you straight there. So it's about 3-4 minutes from Ocherias proper, Ocherias town, about 4 minutes drive, and you will get there. There's a nice sign that we have there again to help people identify us. This sign says Center of Excellence for Climate Change Action. Most murals we have on a zinc kind of fence. There's proper sign there, and so if you can find it, you Google Fern Forest Eco Village, you can find us. We're in the heart. And when I say the heart, I mean the heart of Fern Gully, not Colgate, not Harrison Town, in the heart. You're going through the winding road, the terrain, and you just think, wow.
Hold on, don't move. Let's go to the break and come back. Listeners, our very special guest is Courtney Christovich, who at this time is wearing his hat of one of the principals of the Great Fern Forest, and more precisely, the Jamaica Fern Forest Foundation. More in a moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
8:01 in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means right now it is, 6:01 in the morning in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada.
Tune in every Thursday at 3:30 p.m. for Your Legal Corner with Dana Walker Huntington, doing both sides of the story with Dervan Malcolm on Power 106 FM. It's your source of information regarding U.S. immigration matters. Come by with Power 106 FM's pioneer of diaspora broadcasting. Call in with your U.S. immigration queries and concerns on 876-922-4125. Or send a text or WhatsApp message to 876-279-8598 and get the answers you need for your U.S. immigration questions. That's Your Legal Corner with Dana Walker Huntington, Thursdays at 3:30 p.m. during both sides of the story with Dervan Malcolm, only on Power 106 FM.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud, Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go, shine.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM, still streaming live on the Cleaners website, go-jamaica.com, live on your smart devices all over the world. And as we have been sharing with you, our very special guest is Courtney Christovich, who is very well known in the finance, banking, economic fields by virtue of his vocation. But outside of that, he is very, very proud and happy and humbled by the support that Jamaica Fern, that the Great Fern Forest has been getting, and the work that Jamaica Fern Forest Foundation has been doing. Among the activities, an annual camp, as you heard if you were listening from the start. And there is absolutely no charge to the children, the young people who from 8 to 18 are invited to be a part of the camp every year. And so this year, no different. And we're getting an update on how things have gone with sowing, growing, and going. So thank you very much, Courtney Christovich, for obliging.
Thank you, Dervan.
Right. So now, with respect to how is it that once you have impacted, nurtured, educated, trained, all the other molded, shaped, etc., these young people, what do? You what is it? Clip the wings and you fly, to go ahead and spread your wings and show what you have learned and cause these various characteristics that you have, that the trainers and the teachers and the coaches would have helped you to bring out. What happens? Do you just say bye bye until whenever, or is there ever an opportunity, or is it possible? Has it been possible to monitor, to track, to just get an idea of how the Great Fern Forest, through its youth program, has been able to impact these young people?
Excellent, Dervan. So we have let's call it a between camp program. So after we have, trained, empowered, excite, the youth, then in between we have ways to engage them. So one of the ways, like I said, we really kind of positioning the Fern Forest Eco Village as a center of excellence for climate change action. A center of excellence for climate change action. We are very concerned about about climate change. We want to make sure that we can do our part to ensure that life remains, and that we are good stewards of the earth and its resources. So we have a program like at the end of last year camp, we had an art program where some of the youth that were interested in art, they would come together, and then also help to design the mural I mentioned, where we have that nice sign at the bottom of the hill. So there's a way to engage them. And I remember one of the young people, they've been asking for it more often. Oh, Courtney, let's not have it. Why do we only have it in the summertime? Can't we meet in Christmas? Can't we do April? Because they see the necessity and the need to be engaged. So we have that. We have the camping facilities. And this year we're going to really focus after that on the camping. So it's a lovely spot. Persons, anybody, you have your young people, you have your team, you have your children, you can come, camp out for a weekend. We have just fully equipped camping facilities and so on. There are two young men that have been coming to camp for over the years. They're from the community, and they graduate from Ocho High School. So they are actually now on the campus, on the at the Third Party Village, and they are actually working, transitioning to work there. So this is we have a relationship with the Ocho Rios High School, particularly Lieutenant Colonel Shernick Thomas. And so she wanted a program for her cadets. The cadets, they graduate from school, what do they do? So we have actually networked, and we have a program for them, kind of building the relationship between the Ocho High School cadet program and the Foreign Force People Village. So we have two youngsters. They were members, they passed within camps over the years, and now they have graduated. One of them is Staff Sergeant Joshua. Staff Sergeant Joshua Brown, and they are twins actually. The other one is Warrant Officer Class 2, Joash Brown. So they are now actually at the First Forest. They are running the program. They're designing a survival camp that we're going to be putting on later this year. They're actually been working themselves. They're running the campsite. The other person can come. They can camp out and so on. So we have programs to engage the youth in between, as well as the general cultural area and Jamaica. We are open. So again, people should really come and learn about rainwater harvesting, about protecting our environment, about just getting outdoor. The kids today, the youth, they're too much on their phones, on their iPad, on their tablets. They're just there. We want them to get out into the great fern forest, and just experience nature at another level.
Mm-hmm. And what can you tell? I like the climate change component, because we're living in an era now where we are being exposed literally and figuratively to climate change. So how just sum up for us, how is this being reflected in the work that is being done at the Great Fern Forest?
Okay, so this year we have had some, parents, homeschool kids. They take their kids there, and so they learn about what we do, about our rainwater harvesting program, about our solar system, about our farming, about our organic farming techniques. Very simple ways. But so they decided to come. So again, we're open to schools. Schools is a wonderful place for tours. Take them there. They learn about, how to be a part of this protection of the environment. Those two youngsters I mentioned and the youth that work on the program, we are training them to be climatologists. Young climatologists, whereby they are empowered. They are seeing the importance of taking care of the environment, the planting, harvesting things, lemongrass, rainwater, solar, just understanding the importance. So Dervan, it's interesting. When a young person come on the there, whether they work in the farm, they work in the garden, so on, we say, listen, you're not a gardener only. You're not a yard boy that is just sweeping up the yard. You're a climatologist because you understand the importance of taking care of the environment. So when you sweep as a climatologist because it's important to turn up to eat on the close screen. So it's not just let me just do something here. No, you have the passion. It's okay, listen, I am playing my part to take care of my environment, to take care of my country, and hopefully to take care of my world. So that's what we look at climatology. They are young climatologists that we are in training.
Yes. And for those who would like to learn more about the Great Fern Forest and the work of the Jamaica Fern Forest Foundation, what are their options?
Okay, so we're on social media, so you can contact us on Facebook, Fern Forest Eco Village. You can contact us on Instagram. Again, just search for us, Fern Forest Eco Village. There's a telephone number that we're always can be reached at. The WhatsApp number is 876-527-2772. So that's the WhatsApp number you can always, get out. So we're there. You can reach out to us.
And an opportunity now for you to perhaps pay tribute or to say thanks to and you did do a bit of that earlier on in terms of sponsors, because as you said, the campus are not charged or don't have to pay to be in that space because of the support of corporate entities. And it's very encouraging to hear of the support that you have received with respect to corporate Jamaica. That's more than enough to keep you motivated, right?
No, absolutely. Sandals, they are, we want to say, and they have been with us for 7 of the 8 years. Sandals Foundation, 7 of the 8 years. Again, that has been just a remarkable. It's just tremendous. Our technicians, they were able to help us and produce the stuff that we needed. The Suzu chicken, again, Suzu chicken has been with us, not the first year, not the second year, not the third year. So they have been very consistent, and so on. And we have digital this year, again. The camp is free, Dervan, but we also pick up the kids free. We have locations in Colgate, Walker Road. We have location in Bregnut Hill, location in Shaw Park, where we have transportation that we pick up the kids. So we transport them to, we transport them from. And again, this year we had, again, a counselor, a volunteer at Jason McIntyre. And so he was the main transport person that we use. But again, really grateful for our sponsors, because we want to make sure that all the youth 8 to 18 can come and have an opportunity to come without, the cost, the burden of cost.
Right. Well, we want to thank you very much for the work you continue to do along with your wife, and the other stakeholders who are on board, the volunteers. And we want to encourage at the tail end where we are now of the summer break. We want to encourage parents, guardians, visitors to the island, returning Jamaicans, etc., to check out the Great Fern Forest, operated by Jamaica Fern Forest Foundation. You'll be pleasantly surprised, and if you have events, it's a perfect location for events as well. So we encourage. So those we just Google Great Fern Forest, the Great Fern Forest. That's how we'll find you online.
Fern Forest Eco Village.
Okay, Fern Forest Eco Village. Right, wonderful. Thank you so much, Courtney Christovich. It's been a pleasure. My regards to the entire family, and we'll catch up again soon.
Thank you so much, Dervan. It's always a pleasure, and of course, we have to have lunch when I'm back. Very, very important.
Looking.
Take care.
You too. Bye. That's Courtney Christovich, one who has served and continues to serve in the field of economics, finance, banking, etc. The fields, those areas, and he has an interest that beyond just operating an attraction or a venue. It goes beyond that. It's playing his part in helping to minimize the impact of climate change on this small island developing state, Jamaica, land we love. More in a moment.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
17 minutes past 8 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 17 minutes past 4 o'clock in the afternoon in Kyiv, Ukraine.
If you know I'm from down and if you want my seat to run with it, so don't make water circle in open container. For them to read and the container. Usher them out, run them away. Tap them with the zapper and down them with spray. Use mosquito net and mosquito screen. Protect your household, now make them come in. If you know I'm from down and if you want mosquito and run with it.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Tune in to Farm Talk every second and third Tuesday of each month at 6:18 a.m. for the feature Hyper Food Independence. Hyper Food Independence will focus on solutions for farmers, such as land, animal husbandry, agronomy, and more. That's Hyper Food Independence every second and third Tuesday from 6:18 to 6:30 a.m. during Farm Talk, only on Power 106 FM. Hyper Food Independence is sponsored by Hypro.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm, and we thank Peter Gracie for helping us to curate this segment of the program. Peter Gracie is the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council representative for the Southern United States, and well, he's not going to be speaking with us this morning, but we are going to be hearing from Community Outreach Director for Florida with the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council Southern USA. That's Rosemary Roth. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Mr. Malcolm. I'm blessed, highly favored, and ready for the day.
That sounds great. Let's just say welcome to the club.
Thank you so much. So how is Jamaica treating you?
Oh, well, it's some lovely showers over the last couple of days, not least of all, well into this morning. It was raining. Not sure what's happening outside because these studios don't allow us to see outside. So
Okay.
yes, but it's good to have you online with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live online, and we always look forward to getting updates so that we don't tackle an issue or tell a story or otherwise share a bit of information and just forget it, but that we have follow-ups along the way just to create that sense of continuity of purpose. And so in that breath, Rosemary Roth, we are looking forward to hearing of the Central Florida report so far in terms of how things have been going as far as, especially from where you sit as Community Outreach Director. What can you tell us?
What can I tell you?
Mhm.
I've gone through plenty stuff to tell. But to start off, to explain from where I'm sitting is that the Jamaican diaspora aims to harness the potential of Jamaicans who are here
Mhm.
for the mutual benefits of both the diaspora community and the Jamaican self.
That's right.
So this outreach is to strengthen the bond between Jamaicans at home and here in the U.S., ensuring that even when miles apart, we remain connected by shared values, culture, and aspirations. The biggest thing that I'm experiencing right now is the back to school. There are many folks from the diaspora have been going back to Jamaica, taking back laptops, books, pens, pencils, and clothes and
And no doubt a lot of, sorry to cut you, but no doubt a lot of digital devices as well.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so good for us to connect because the few of us who made it off the island and we're here, we automatically become mommy and daddy. So we have to remember our brothers and sisters and babies back home. So the humanitarian aid that is happening right now is just tremendously wonderful because there's a need. There's a need there for the kids to be given a gift to encourage their spirit to carry Christmas all year long, really.
Yes.
And a young lady, she went down and she was able to give away 160 backpacks, 40 laptops, and she cooked for over 250 people over by, I hope I get it right, the Maxfield Avenue area, which is a hot spot, but it was such joy that whatever disagreements they might have in the community, it was ceased for the day.
Yes.
So with that kind of report, it makes my heart feel really, really happy when we're able to give back. So we're here to strengthen the community and whatever knowledge. Now, here's another part of it that is really touching me. Those who have migrated to the United States, who have been trained to be doctors, lawyers, physicians, and let's see, financial advisors, etc. We're able to transfer some of that knowledge back home by going home and doing an outreach. Like, for instance, the Dawkins family in July, they went to Florida and they were doctors, they were educators, and they gave back to Jamaica. So I call this the transfer of knowledge back to our community to build us up and to encourage them and to share the skills on the island, whether it's temporary or permanently, but that is so important that we connect in those areas.
And what can you tell us with respect to the general feedback so far in terms of how the mobilization efforts are going in terms of back to school, for example, in this instance? Is it the same set of people who would normally send supplies for the benefit of needy children, or is there a case where, or instances where first timers are coming forward and saying, I hear that this particular organization has been doing this or that. I want to be a part of it. I want to play my part.
Well, I'd love to be serious for a minute, but I'm a jubilant kind of a personality, okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Mr. Gracie, the Sir Honorable Peter Gracie, is a handsome, tall, dark knight that has entered the diaspora. And we female are so happy to have this person in our midst. So guess what we like to do? We like to pack things and send home. So yes, we are getting some new initiatives of people who are saying, I'm going to be a part of it. The one that I loved was the barrel of goodies that went to basic school in Trelawney.
Oh, really?
And yes, I was thrilled beyond thrilled, okay? And she said she don't care what's in the barrel because what we do is if the person pays for the barrel and the ticket, we cut the content, we never know who's going to, and when it gets arrived where it's supposed to go, and they open up, it's Christmas all over again. And the lady said she didn't care what was in there as long as the people get something. So that's where it's the diaspora is energized right now to give back. And also to help them develop our people back home, to develop some kind of self-sufficiency through small issues, small things, but it's making a difference. We have a gentleman in the St. Thomas area, and he's a quadriplegic, and we're going to be sending him pots and pans because he's got a brilliant mind, and the community has rallied around him, and he wants to cook and have a restaurant. He's doing fish fry, and that's how he's making a living to pay the caregivers who are taking care of this. So stories like those I'm on top of the world with that.
Yes.
And the St. Thomas Renaissance Foundation, my goodness, they have done a magnificent job to do. They had a white night of elegance, and Steve Higgins was there, and there were some dancers that came in from St. Thomas that performed. And I must tell you, that evening it was so energized that everybody now wants to get information. How can they help?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's time to give back.
Yes. And this kind of giving back, do you as the community outreach director, well, put another way, give us an idea of the approach that you take in just making sure that there's not necessarily duplication, but that you are moving with a central focus and playing your part accordingly.
Okay. Well, as the outreach director, my focus is making connections.
Yes.
And if I can only make connection to the community from which I was raised, then that's the community I want to touch. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Before I go out into other communities. So my vision and is to empower those who are here to remember where they're coming from. The excess that they have here, please, by all means, return it to Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
Now, coming up in October 21st, the Jamaican Cultural Connection will be having a massive gala banquet. And there they are going to be honoring the national heroes. Tell their story, and they will bring at certain parts of their life story to keep that memory alive. And in that respect, they are going to be honoring 2 unsung heroes. Now, prior to that event, they will recognize each member of the organization as unsung heroes because of their collaborative efforts. They've been able to put this event on every year. So things like those, it's really encouraging to recognize and to pull the members of the diaspora out of their box and say, come, let's look outside the box and be able to reach out to others.
Hold it.
By doing so, we're empowering them, really.
Yes, you are. Hold it right there, please. Let's come back with more in just a moment.
As of September 1, 2023, incoming air passengers must complete their C5 form online at enterjamaica.com. The time by the Jamaica Customs Agency and the Passport, Immigration and Citizenship Agency is
8:30 in the morning here at Broadcast House 32, Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica, which means it's 1:30 p.m. in Bamako, Mali.
With over 40 years of record service, LockSafe and Vault Limited is your trusted security provider. Get affordable prices on a wide variety of seals, garage doors, access control supplies, magnetic lock, fingerprint, weatherproof keypads, hard access system, time attendance, power supplies, and exit buttons. Professional services provided. Visit 40 Shortwood Road, Kingston 8. Problem solved with LockSafe and Vault.
Starting Monday, September 4, your favorite nighttime talk show, Dear Pastor, will air at a new time, 9 to 11 p.m., Monday to Thursday. Join Reverend Dr. Aaron Dumas as he answers your questions and entertains conversations on a range of issues. Spice up your evening with Dear Pastor right here on Power 106 FM, Monday to Thursday from 9 to 11 p.m. Starting Monday, September 4, it's nighttime talk radio at its best right here on Power 106 FM.
Wherever you go, in tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks. Wherever you go.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. Our very special guest is Rosemary Roth, Community Outreach Director of Florida of the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council, Southern USA. We're getting an update on developments in the area through the Central Florida Report, getting the Southern Diaspora update, and just getting a general gist of how this pre-back to school period has been like so far, and the extent to which Jamaicans in the diaspora have been packing barrels to shore up, to support especially needy students at our schools, whether they be the early childhood institutions, the primary and prep schools, the high schools. That's the idea. That's the idea. Inez Ayona Campbell, we see your message. Good morning to you. Thank you very much for tuning in. And John Perry says, look at my sister, co-host, Sister Rosemary Roth, gone international. Congratulations and thanks for all you do here in Central Family. It's a family thing, man. It's not you alone. You're not the only jovial one. It's a family thing. That's great. I love the energy. Love the energy. Right. So sorry, go ahead.
I was about to kind of change a little bit to address the fact that the diaspora in Florida, who are the Jamaicans who are here without papers, who are undocumented, they are having an issue right now where they're uneasy. Some of them have left the state and they're uncomfortable. But I would like them to know that the diaspora is here to listen to what it is that they're going through and how we can assist. Now, in the form of immigration, we have attorney Tanya Peterkin, who is our legal representative for the diaspora. So she's addressing the questions, the concerns, and the fear that has arisen into the diaspora community. Because if they hurt, we will hurt. This is an election preparation right now for Florida, so therefore lots of ideas and fear has been instilled on the immigrants, the undocumented immigrants. And I want them to know there's nothing to fear. You're here. Let us help you. Let us talk to you and help you sort out the issues that you have.
Oh, that's very commendable. And going to the break, I think you used one of the words you used was empowerment, or to empower.
Yes. Definitely. Empowering us is to empower them with education, with knowledge, with information, with resources. Somebody knows somebody who knows somebody.
That's something I always say, I like that term, that expression. Somebody knows somebody who knows. Yes, you're perfectly correct.
And one way or the other, we're going to sort it out and help them and assist them. And then the more knowledge we have, the stronger we feel.
Yes.
Fear comes from not knowing what is going to happen.
That's right.
And therefore, the place of the diaspora is to have information and resources and a listening ear. Even that. My grandmother always said, two cocoa heads can go on, or two people can talk, even when it's a cocoa head. So if your head feel like it's a cocoa head, call us, and within the diaspora, we will do our very best to smooth the edges out and to empower you not to be fearful, not to give up, not to take your life, not to get overwhelmed, that it causes anxiety. And that's what's killing several of my people right now. They're calling with such anxiety because they used to work in restaurants and get paid, and they're afraid that someone is going to come in and raise the place, so they've had to go undercover and work weird shifts. And then the economy is so bad right now. If you don't have enough finances, they'll say you're underemployed, because rental that normally would be $800 a month is now $1,200 a month. How do you compensate that difference? So you have to do 2-3 jobs. So in the diaspora, we want to connect our people, documented or undocumented, with resources person.
Mhm. Very, very well said. And so, what's the mode, MODE, going forward now? Now that you've gotten your feet more than wet in this position, in this capacity, what's the rest of this year looking like?
Well, the rest of this year is getting information to the pastors, the places of worship, because most Jamaicans are very religious, so they will be in a church service. Because we're heading on up now to the holidays, where people are going to want to gather and socialize.
Mhm.
So my plan is to provide resources to the pastors for them to announce to the congregation that these resources are available for the congregants. And also, man, I tell you something, I went to Home Depot recently,
Mhm.
and I was out looking for trucks, people with pickup trucks, okay?
Mhm.
And when I got there, oh my goodness, it was truck overload. And they were all Jamaicans that I spoke with. 9 out of 10 of them were Jamaicans.
Wow.
What are they doing? They are tradesmen. They're working. They're doing electrical, masonry, doing. I met a Jamaican lady there. She had an F-150 and baby brother. I went to overload mode, okay?
Mhm.
Why? Because we're able to share with them that we're here and that we want to know about their trade, their business, so we can pass it on to others.
Mhm.
And believe you me, if I was looking at a husband, I would have walked away with something that day. You know, so I find it to be very, very encouraging when we go out into the community. So the church, the community, the place where they congregate, whether it's a supermarket or that's too. Go to the Caribbean Super Center, walk down the aisle that have sardine, and you're home free, okay?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Okay,
this.
so that's what I do. I try to get out there and to meet the people. And we have a program on Saturdays called Man Pandikana.
Mhm.
Boy, it's a female on the Kana bar. Because you have to reach them where they are. You can't tell them, oh, come on in a studio, come on up there. You know, no. We have to go to where they are
Yes.
and say that here, what are you?
Yeah.
We belong here too.
Mhm. Yeah, and that can be quite comforting and reassuring, especially when the seas are rough, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Mhm.
This morning, my little surprise is we'll be doing a networking today,
Mhm.
and we cooking ackee saltfish and green banana, and I have a
Oh,
meal.
come on! I haven't had
have
breakfast
corn in
yet.
a
What
bar.
are you trying to do to me? I haven't had breakfast yet.
I'm setting it up. But the whole thing is this:
Yes.
the people who are going to be there
Mm-hmm.
that are in the diaspora,
Mm-hmm.
they get chicken and rice and peas 24 hours. But boss, when I remember taking care of a gentleman, and he had dementia. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I served him some ackee and saltfish, and it's amazing how his memory
Came back.
And he was, I mean, the man lighten up, you know, man, not a pure risen sight, but something touched the taste bud. And the man said, "Flout and skirt, kiss me neck. I haven't had this in a long time."
In
It's
fa-
like, engaging the culture and doing a little bit of something, a little bit of something
Yes.
here. It's amazing how it brings back memories and brings comfort to the
Yes,
soul.
absolutely. No doubt about that. And what are you noticing, by the way? Are you coming across the Jamaicans that you encounter? Are these Jamaicans who have long established themselves in the area in the southern United States, or are these, what generation are these? First generation, second generation?
Okay. If I do funerals, I'm also an ordained pastor. I have 2 funerals coming up in September. And those 2 funerals, I will be able to meet the first generation, second generation, and the upcoming generation. Those ones like this.
Okay.
But I
Mm-mm.
I mean, me tell you, the man been here from donkey day to look. We had to ask him, how does it feel? He said, I'm still a Jamaican. And then he turned back to me and said, when you bringing me the against all people like that, when we've got something going on here. But I also spoke with a young lady. Her name is, I don't remember, Alicia.
Mm-hmm.
And she's an attorney. She's from Genesis Law Group. Got that right. And she is a granddaughter. Her parents were born here, and she's a granddaughter. She received her Jamaican citizenship.
Yeah.
She's over the moon.
Mm.
And I'm telling you, she couldn't stop talking. She wouldn't give me a word in edgewise. Believe that. Because she was just so enthusiastic about being a Jamaican and to find a community that she can give back her services to. And then I spoke with another attorney, his name is Sean Smith, and Mr. Smith is a grandson in this in the diaspora. Was very invested, very much invested to want to meet their folks and to share their knowledge and to get back into. They want to teach their children something, and a few of them asked me for a book. I have a little walking Jamaican museum. I have everything. I don't want to tell you this stuff because somebody tells me to talk about my Jimmy. So I will talk about my Jimmy, but they have the grinder. They have the shaver that you use to shave ice. Yes. I have the you name it. I have all kind of art. I have jack. I have gig and the slingshot. And then we have the baseline drum and stuff. So whenever I do an event outside, I carry these things with me and set up shop. Okay? So now the children are able to see and touch the things that we grew up with, that we took it for granted, but now they've become artifacts.
Yes.
Imagine that.
Yes, indeed. What a thing. Hold it right there one moment, please. We're having too much fun here. We're extending and extending, which is fine. It's great. We love the energy we're getting from Rosemary Roth, Community Outreach Director, Florida, giving us an update, the Southern Diaspora update, and the Central Florida report. And this is important. This is ensuring that we not just connect, but we stay connected, and therefore we're better able to support and otherwise assist those who need that kind of support. Let's go to the break and come back.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
15 minutes to 9 o'clock in the morning here at Broadcast House, 32 Lyndhurst Road, Kingston 5, St. Andrew, Jamaica. Let's see, where else in the world are we going now? Because it means, if that is the time that we have here in Jamaica, it's 14 minutes now to 6 o'clock in the morning in Anchorage, Alaska.
Need to pay your property tax, motor vehicle certificate of fitness fee, or a traffic ticket? No need to join the line. Go online. Service at your fingertips 24/7. That's right. All these services and more are available online at jamaicatax.gov.jm. Fast, convenient, secure. Visit the How To tab on our website or call 888-TAX-HELP for details. Tax Administration Jamaica, working together to serve you even better.
In tribute to Jamaicans in the diaspora, wherever you go, you shine. You make us proud. Despite our challenges at home, you never give up on us. Our sincere thanks.
Thanks a lot for staying with us here on your program, the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online on Power 106 FM. I'm Dervan Malcolm. We've been getting the Southern Diaspora update from Rosemary Roth, Community Outreach Director for Florida, with the Global Jamaica Diaspora Council, Southern USA. And it's been very engaging. So far, so good. And we also got some updates earlier on with respect to back to school. It's that time of year when Jamaicans in the diaspora pack barrels and send them out here to Jamaica in support of needy students, whether it be shoes, socks, uniforms, especially the standard ones, the white blouse or something like that, or the khaki pants and shirt, etc. And that tradition continues, that support continues. And I would imagine, Rosemary Roth, that the remittance entities are also on board through the customers who want to ensure that whatever they are not able to send and but needs to be purchased, that those needs can be met as well.
That's correct. One of the things that we do have an issue with that has been very challenging is the clearance of products at the wall.
Yes.
Not to be discouraged. If the funds go to Jamaica, it can be purchased there, and the dollars will stay in the economy.
Makes sense.
So we should not be killing the wall. Everybody has to eat. Everybody has to work. You just get creative.
Yes.
Because I'm sure that if we find a warehouse in Kingston, which we have done that, and purchase these things in bulk, sometimes they're cheaper than shipping the things to Jamaica.
Yeah.
And even rice and flour, the basic necessities, those things can be purchased locally.
True. In fact, there are... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm not going to back the wall. It's a culture all by itself. You need the experience. My children all became Jamaicans when they stomped the barrel. So that's a rite of passage they have to go through. Okay? And then when it goes down, open the barrel that came from America, it's a joy, it's a Christmas package. But if you're not able to do that and you're tired of that, don't patch the wall. Don't talk bad about the country. You send the money down and let them go shopping, and you will feel the same amount of excitement.
Yes. And there are a couple of entities we're familiar with. For example, Mango Errands. They have a system where items can be paid for and distributed and delivered. Yes.
Yes. Look at other options. Don't say, look, I did this before and I'm not doing it again. That's negative talk. We have to grow. We're on this planet to help each other, and negativity will just disintegrate a good vision. Okay?
Yes.
So if we can think outside the box and come up with some creativity stuff, even to make uniforms, we can have a local person to sew the uniform for the children and pay them. We can send them here braiding stuff that is like $3 for $10 here, and somebody can braid it here there for $5,000. My goodness gracious, what a blessing. So as I mentioned that, it kind of triggers something in me.
Yes.
Once they finish high school in Jamaica, and if they're not going off to the university or to college, what are they going to do with their lives? We in the diaspora, we do have the power to assist them with micro businesses. And my proposals many times when I speak is that if you set down here or have the hair purchased down there, someone can braid here for $5,000. Someone can shave my head for $1,000. That's keeping money in the diaspora. Things like those are important. You don't have to send barrels. You don't have to send money at Western Union, but you can purchase small items like a shaver or a scissors, a tape measure, even a pot with a big long spoon. Start off making porridges and then rice and peas, and a frying pan helps to fry some chicken. So basically, we are creative people, and we always and should look outside of the box.
I thought you were going on to say, and we should always turn our hand and make fashion.
Turn we hand and make fashion. Turn your head and your brain and your creativity and make
Yes,
fashion.
that's
Yes,
right.
sir. You're correct.
Mhm.
You're correct. We're
Absolutely.
going to make nasty individuals, we Jamaicans, so we don't rap, sir. Basically, what I'm saying is, don't sit back just because it's in America, we can't do this, we can't do that. Forget that. Remember your culture, remember the things that we grew up with, and help those who are there to come out of it, so they can get to a place of self-sufficiency. So my role as the outreach director, I love it,
I can hear it. We hear it in your voice.
You know what the call I got this week for? Somebody looking at husband, and I was so thrilled. I took it up on one of my stats today. Very self-sufficient female who will love your mother and love your picnic is looking for a husband. Call me. And within minutes, there is a diaspora dating site, and I pick her up. I got this text, wow. I say, let's go. Let's find out where this man show up. So it can be quite amusing to talk. It's just something that is new to man. We're all in this game together. We've been there, done that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yes.
Wow. Well, look.
So the baby come, they might have to go in the baby after me. And then there goes the generation growing. Yes,
From
sir.
one generation to another.
Yes, sir. Yes, go on.
That's right. Well, we're happy for the energy, as we said. The Jamaican expression, "Tek kintit koba heart bun," as well. Yes. So a little laughter is always good. Is always good. All right. So then you obviously have long hit the ground running, and right now, I mean, even Sharika Jackson is trying to catch up with you.
Oh my God. I'm going to Kingston over by Arlene Gardens today. So if anybody's in that vicinity, they can reach out and we'll be able to give them the address so they can get some rice and little flour and stuff down there, some clothes, etc. But
Yes.
it's all good. It's every nickel make a muckle boss.
That's right. 1 cocoa, full basket.
Full basket. Yes, that's true. Sure.
Absolutely. Well, we want to thank you so much for spending some extra time. Normally, this is just one segment, but I think we're doing. Where are we now? We're 1, 2, about 3 segments now. Segment 3, but it's been worth it, and we want to use. Yeah, you're welcome. We want to use this opportunity to thank all our brothers and sisters in the diaspora in the southern United States in this instance, for the work that they have been doing, for the support that they have been giving, and the smiles they have been putting on the faces of so many of our children, especially at this time when they get ready to go back to school or to go out to school for the first time, as the case may be. So we're happy that they're getting the support that they need, and we want to encourage more of us in the diaspora to continue to play our part in ensuring that not one single child is left behind. Very important, because if that happens, then it means we're going to be always trying to play catch up, because we keep leaving them behind. We know we have to keep.
And it means that we failed.
And it say that again?
And it means that we have failed.
There you go. And
we have failed.
That's right. And we can't afford that.
No, sir.
Yes.
No, we cannot.
Indeed. Thank you so much. What a joy. It's always such a pleasure to speak with you and to share with our listeners at home and abroad here on the Jamaican Diaspora live online. Rosemary Roth, you
Yes, sir.
you need to have your own program actually. Well,
We can talk about it.
I'm sure we can.
John
Thank you.
Terry, I want to pick up John Terry. He's my partner in crime.
Okay, okay. All right, John Perry, good to hear from you. Now we know. And lots of messages coming in. Briggy Fosca says, awesome, Rosemary. Inez Iona Campbell says, oh, I packed 3 barrels and a box with bags, books, pencils, crayons, shoes, and the list goes on, all to give back. But I'm riding solo. All right, nothing wrong with that. You're playing your part.
Nothing wrong with that. And we
Mhm.
have the angels behind you, protecting you, my friend.
There
And
you
the
go.
Lord said, what now He's going to pour out a blessing upon you. So keep giving, and it will be given back to you.
Amen.
But he that gives to the poor, the Lord says He returns with dividends. You pay back with interest.
Amen.
All right.
Bishop Marion Brooks says, good morning, all. Thanks for your support for Jamaica. You're welcome. Great. Thank you very much. Can we thank you once again? We can't thank you enough, in fact, Rosemary Roth, for the work that you're already doing. And let's remind our listeners, this is all voluntary work. This is voluntary work. This is coming straight from the heart. And we want to thank you very much, as usual, Rosemary Roth. All the very best. And we can't wait to have our next conversation with you.
Looking forward to it.
Okay.
And I'd like to give a shout out to the women of hope that are taking care of the elderly and the HIV positive patients down in Jamaica, all from the heart. I want to give them a big up, and I thank them very much for their continued support.
Indeed, and their compassion. Thank you so much.
Yes. Thank you.
All the best. And that's it for today's edition of the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online here on Power 106 FM. Thanks to Chandel Forbes and Celise Pinnock for doing technical and production work behind the scenes. Thanks to our guests, and thanks to you, our faithful listeners and viewers all over the world, for making it the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online. All things being well, the Jamaican Diaspora Live Online returns next Saturday. Till then, this is Dervan Malcolm wishing everybody a safe and peaceful weekend.
Thank you for joining Jamaican Diaspora Live Online with Dervan Malcolm, only on Power 106 FM.
You're listening to Power 106 FM. The time is now
9 o'clock.
Making your radio sound better. This is Power 106.